Hi, thanks so much for joining me. Today we are doing a fashion video, so if you want to see beauty, I have my January home favorites coming up next week. But if you'd like to hear about fashion, please keep watching. When it comes to fashion, I like to edit my wardrobe just like I like to edit my beauty products. Really just keeping the things that are the best of the best and things that I know I'll use over and over. So a lot of these items are not things I've purchased recently. I'm gonna say many of these things have been purchased in the last 5 years or so. I do have some things that were purchased longer than that. I have things in my wardrobe that are 10, 20 years even that I've had in there. I do expect each piece to last pretty much forever when I purchase it. I don't anticipate that I'll turn it over. I moved approximately 2 years ago, and if you've ever moved, you know that you have to actually touch every piece of clothing or whatever you have and decide if you want to keep it or not. So the things I wanted to keep were things that were in the higher end as well as on the lower end, but things in the middle were things that I actually was not interested in keeping, so that kind of guided how I continue to fill my wardrobe with things. There are 4 things that I look for when it comes to shopping: cut, color, craftsmanship, and comfort. So if one or more of those things are missing, then I actually won't pick up the product. So it's gotta hit all those things because those are the items that I wear every day. So if I'm not wearing something in my closet, it's because one of those things are missing. I'm gonna go ahead and talk you through some of those main pieces. This will be the first in a series of maybe 3 videos. I'd like your feedback on this to see if I can make the next one better, and also if I talk about everything right now. This is gonna be like an hour-long video, so I'm just gonna stick with a few basics first, and then we'll go on to some other categories the next time. The button down. I love a good button down, and one of the things I have to consider is the arm length because my arms are a little bit longer. I'm about 5'7", but my limbs are long. I have long legs and long arms, so that's something to consider when I purchase clothing. Usually the more expensive brands tend to have longer arms or longer legs. So Equipment is a great brand to go to. So this particular one doesn't have any pockets. It's a great length. I think it's a little bit longer than the other one with pockets, but you can either wear this one tucked in or also out. So if you have leggings, that's a great thing you can wear this with. It's nice and flowy. I typically get these dry cleaned, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you one of the other items that I have by Equipment that I've actually washed in the washing machine. And you've seen these over and over in videos. I'm sure you recognize all of these things because that's how much I love these. I will wear them over and over. If you buy a high quality item, it should be worn over and over again and not something that's turned over frequently. But this one has pockets on it in the front. I'm not sure of the style, but I'll put both styles down here. And this is in a medium, so I take a medium in this. It's a nice fit, it's not too tight. So this one lays really nice and flat on the front. This also can be worn tucked in or also just out. So I've got this in a couple different colors. I would recommend any shirts by Equipment, and I think I want to invest in the white one or like an ivory colored one. That's the only one that I haven't found that's been on sale. Most of these items were not purchased full price. I'll wait for sale or promotion because I'm not driven by trends. I think if you're driven by trends, there's a danger of having to buy something right away. So what's nice about this approach is that it's timeless pieces. So it doesn't really matter when you buy them because you know they'll last for years anyway. And I wanted to point this out because this is a really good example of finding something on sale because I got this yesterday. It was 60% off with an additional 30% off. So the original price on this was $285. Add that 60 plus 30% off, it brought it down quite significantly. So look for those sales. I love a good white button-down shirt, and I have several by different brands. This is one of those items where I'll tend to go lower because this is something that is worn over and over and washed many times. So this does have a bit more turnover than say something like this. This I picked up at Aritzia. It's by the group BABATON. I knew that I liked the fit, so I actually picked up 2. And if I find a good deal like that, I'll usually post on an Instagram story so I can share that with you. So I picked up 2 of these, and I have, as you can see, several white shirts. And I've got some from Mango as well as Brooks Brothers and who else? J. Crew. I love a good t-shirt, and Vince makes really great t-shirts. So I have them in the size small. What I like is that it's long enough. So if you can see, if you're tall, this one's long enough. I don't wear cropped styles. And then it's just got these nice petite little sleeves on them, so it's not too flowy. So I have that in several colors. I purchased these on sale at off 5th. So if you know that there are brands like this that are at higher end stores, you can look at their outlet stores. Premium outlets are really great places to go to, and when they have a sale on top of their promotion, then it's a really, really good deal. Mostly I'll wear t-shirts with jeans, but they look really great with slacks as well. I like this style because it's a little bit more tailored as well. I don't want a t-shirt that looks like just a t-shirt, but the way I wash these is I wash them in a garment bag and then I will hang dry them, and this is how they look. I mean, there's a little bit of wrinkling in there, but I think it's okay. It tends to last longer that way because you don't have it in the dryer tumbling around fighting with all the other clothes in there. Here's a really good example of t-shirts that are less expensive but that I wear a lot. And I've worn these in videos too. These are by ASOS and I have them in long sleeve and short sleeve, and it's a really flowy material. So you can just tuck these in really nicely and they flow well. The arms are great on this too. They're nice and long. I think I've had those for about 2 years now and they still wear really well. If you're into leggings, these are so different than any other legging I've tried because they just make your legs look toned and they fit really well. They're comfortable. There's a zip on the side. I take a small in these. I didn't think I would, but I tried the medium. They're kind of like frumpy looking. So if you're interested in leggings, I would go with a size maybe a little bit smaller than you think you would wear, but the stretch on these are great. I don't know if it's like a 4-way stretch or what, but they are the most amazing leggings I've tried. I also have a pair of leather leggings that I don't wear that often, but I'm glad I have them because they just elevate your outfit. And these are navy. I got them at a sale. I think it was Intermix a few years ago in Mill Valley when I shopped there with my sister, and I love them. I think they're really versatile and they elevate an outfit. Denim. I love denim and I have lots of different styles and colors in them, so I'm going to show you a few of my highlights and things that I wear over and over. One of my most loved pairs and the one that I get most asked about are these, and they are by Citizens of Humanity. I bought them a few years ago, so I don't know if they're available anymore, but they are Corey Slouchy Slim. I'll look for them and link them below. First of all, I love this wash. I love how they're a little bit more roomy in the hip area and then they taper at the bottom. So you get that relaxed feel, but they're not totally disheveled looking. I also love black denims. So something that is slim and comfortable and gives you that shape. I have 2 pairs that are really comfortable because sometimes I think jeans can be really uncomfortable and I don't enjoy wearing them if they're too tight or restrictive. And these are by Paige and I bought them a size larger. I usually wear 27. These were 28. And they have a nice deep black color about them. Yeah, they're just a nice basic jean. So if you're looking for comfortable jeans, Paige is a great one. Also another great comfortable pair are Mother Denim, although sometimes the fly on this one gets like, I don't know, I have to press it, and I don't actually even own an iron, so I'm not sure I would press that, but I have a little steamer, maybe I can do that. But Mother Denim is another great pair. These have a little bit more structure, they're not as soft, but they're still comfortable to wear. Again, the rise on this is a little bit higher. I think it's something that's more timeless. If you want something that's like a Levi's, I have the Levi's wedgies, which are nice, but I think I like these better. They're the Everlane ones, and I have them in white. These are the high waist straight, and I got these in the size 27 ankle. These are really nice white denim. You can't see through them. That is one of the hardest things to find. Also not being able to see like ripples if you have any imperfections in your legs, and usually white jeans will bring that out. These don't do that. They're really thick, heavy kind of cotton, so there's a lot of structure to them, but they're still comfortable. So I have these in white and I also have them in a traditional denim color. This is one of the most comfortable denim I wear, and there's nothing that ever pulls. I think sometimes with cotton jeans, it feels like they're gonna be uncomfortable, but these are not. They stretch in all the right places, so by the time you worn them for an hour or two, they're really, really comfortable. The last pair of denim that I'm glad I have are these DL1961. I actually got these in a 28. I don't know if it's because it was the last of the sizes that they had. These are more of a flared hem, flared leg, flared ankle. Well, these are long and flared. The dress. I think the dress is one of the hardest things to fit because there are so many points to measure correctly, like shoulders, bust, waist, hips, length, all of those things. So if you can find a dress that you know works for you, a designer who maybe their fit model you know must be your size, because every time you try something it fits really well. I have a feeling with Black Halo that must be the case because I love their dresses. I have not found a dress that I've ordered from them that hasn't fit well. So this is the Jackie O, but this one has sleeves. I think that's a really nice thing about it. It's a little bit more versatile. I have the original in black. This one is, I think this is a size 8. Yeah, this is a size 8. and it just fits beautifully all the time. The arms are long enough. The slimmest part hits in the right place. There's a little bit of give right below that, so it falls away from the body. So if you have any like meal that you've just eaten, you don't see it as well. And the length is really nice. It falls right below the knees. So if you'd like to cover your knees up and also your arms, this is a great one. This just gives you that tailored look and also gives you some flexibility for fluctuation and things like weight. So I'm about 8 to 10 pounds heavier than I normally am because it's just been the holidays and I eat everything during the holidays. So this fits 10 pounds heavier or 10 pounds lighter. I also have quite an athletic build, so I will build muscle mass really quickly, but I'll also put on weight quickly, and I also lose it quickly. So I do have to plan for fluctuation when it comes to my wardrobe because it's changing all the time. Then I have another jumpsuit by Black Halo again. Easy to put on, feels like pajamas. Maybe it looks like pajamas, but I think if you dress it up and put a nice belt with it, I think that it looks really great. Again, it's got that sleek, monochrome kind of color to it, and I love that look. Using the restroom is the issue, but other than that, really, really happy I have it. All right, and that's it for part 1 of this series. I think I went over blouses, white button downs, t-shirts, denim. So I still have lots of things. Like you can see there's this nice jacket here. I need to talk about jackets, blazers, outerwear, and hopefully soon because I know it's getting warmer. So I would really love your feedback on this and let me know if you wanted to see some things differently. But again, these are pieces I've been collecting year after year after year. So some of these things might not be available, but I will try my best to find versions of them. But I think the big takeaway is to think of timeless pieces, things that fit you well, things that complement your coloring, of course, that will last for a long time and then are comfortable. So my sister says my style is chic from Badum because I always want to feel like I'm wearing pajamas. If I have something on that is not comfortable, there's nothing else I can think of except that that thing is itching me or poking me or tugging in the wrong place. So it has to be comfortable. And I know I'm not the only person who thinks that because anytime I see an item online that meets those criteria, especially if it looks like it's comfortable yet tailored at the same time, it is sold out. So I know many of you probably look for the same kinds of things, and I can say that all the things I talked about today are things that fit that criteria. So I hope this was helpful to you, so please let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. So a lot of these items are not things that I purchased. So a lot of these items are not